There is silence in the room as the caramel candle went out, taking with it the hands on their shoulders, and with that, falling grace. Dylan, Kel, and Summer wait quietly in the room, curious what is the next part of the ritual. In time, the air in the room warms up as the smell of pine fills the air, as the green candle burns and there is a quiet sipping noise, as Kel's treat is still warm and still comforting to the one who tells her stories. In silence, the smell of pine and feelings of Saturnalia fill the hearts of those who listen, while the warmth of the hot chocolate warmed their hearts and strengthened their resolve. A very strange reaction, since everyone expected it to get scarier as time went on. It was very strange to have a moment of respite in a story of fear. At least it would be strange if one is unfamiliar with how to tell stories of fear. The voice speaks from the candles. Now three friends sit alone around four candles. Two unseen observers grow closer to the table, closer to the mystery. One unseen speaks, and the other unseen listens, curious about who the other unseen observer is, and even more curious about who they are. Autumn, Dylan, and Summer listen attentively, wondering more about how the story was unfolding, and curious about what is at the very center of it all. When you arrive at the radio station, you'll be brought directly into the radio station. Your host, the enigmatic dealer Jake, will welcome you over to through the intercom. And now begins your harshest test yet. Dealer Jack expects kind guests, and he is quite easily offended, and he possesses most of the power in this situation. He will kill you easily by following his manners and rules. Each room in the radio station has rules. Some of them are easier than others. Solve each room and their rules, and a path will open up for you to reach the city. Dealer Jake is quite clever and crafty, but he can be outsmarted, and he can outsmart himself as well. Figure out the rules of each room and figure out how to bypass them, and you will move on to the next room. There are 7 rooms in the radio station. While the enemy is outside, the rooms are their own danger. The first room, the entrance hall, has many locked doors. However, only one of those doors heads to the right room. All of the other doors head to nowhere. You can only knock on one door, and that is the door you choose to go through. Dealer Jack watches as you make your choices and your decisions. Be wise, but be cautious. He learns as you move forward. When you find the right door, you can head into the dining room. There is a very careful seating arrangement that Dealer Jack wants everyone to sit at. There are 8 spots at the table, with Jack at the head of the table, and at the other end, well, that'll be for Jack to decide. Here in the dining room, you will be given rules on what you can or cannot eat. Everyone is served a menu on what they can or cannot eat, and they have to order carefully to not violate the rules, and they have to eat something, but they cannot violate Jack's rules. Neither can he. After the dining room, there is the kitchen. The kitchen only has one door, and it leads back to the dining room. The rules are strict about what items are or are not safe in the kitchen, but if you're careful, you can find the exit and escape into the center of the radio station. The booth. This is where Dealer Jack deals with his jack. In this room, it should be absolutely quiet. Do not speak a single word and let the music keep playing. The song takes 3 minutes to play, and it takes 3 minutes and 30 seconds to open the door. The music will still need to be played while solving the puzzle. If the music stops, then the door is locked, and the music needs to be restarted. After exiting the booth, you will head to the trophy room. The lights are dim and the trophies cannot be knocked off or out of their cases. You will have to wander through the trophy room without knocking any over. If any item is touched, the lights will weaken further, and anything that gets knocked down will completely destroy a light bulb. Destroy enough trophies and the room will be dark and the exit will be impossible to find. The penultimate room is the exit hall. Similar to the entrance hall, there's multiple doors. However, all of those doors are unlocked. Behind all but one of them is a horrible monster. They will knock and they will try to get in. Only one door leads to the exit. Though the monsters may move, moving the door leading out. The final room is less of a room and more of a garden. It is outdoors and it is dangerously easy to reach by the enemy. You will have to walk down the trail and make your way out. Just be careful not to pluck even one blade of grass, and do not eat even a single morsel from the garden. When you've escaped the garden, you will make your way to the edge of the city. Here you will see the casino in the city, and it is here you will have to escape the city to get to the mines. You just have to escape those that were left behind in the city after it was evacuated.